Welcome to clickmyproject.com.
Okay, our project title is Trust but Verify. Verifying result correctness of outsourced frequent item set mining in data mining as a service paradigm. This is our abstract. So data mining is the non-trivial extraction of implicit and potential useful information for data. Data with processed as dataset. Create dataset with transaction for processing data in frequent item sets. This item set based mining. Here any data will be assigned null value as checking for pre-process. These values are removed. Here frequent item set based we will classify and clustering records on data mining which products or items have high quality and the sales is increased to be checked and verified. So again we will specify the clustering records as stored and view data to be verified for some authority persons or data owners, and the different modes of data comparison will be accessed and stored data with frequent item sets. Okay, this is the flow diagram for the trust but verifying result correctness of outsourced frequent set item set mining in data mining as a service paradigm. Okay, the first one is the data set load. Here we will different set of attributes or different set of items in data mining using we will create the one data set. Then the data set is loaded using the file chooser. Here the file chooser using choosing particular data set or particular file. The files is displayed and the files are loaded into the database. Again we will do the pre-process. The pre-process means eliminate the null values. Here the data set with any values is null or 0 is to be removed the data set. This is called pre-process. Again frequent item set. So always we will create the data set, but these data sets have any problems or any repeated values is to be come and across to be eliminated has to be processed the data. This is the frequent item set miner. So we will using frequent item set mining with developing and using the clustering. Clustering means to be separate the data. Here I'm using more data items as the data sets. For example, I'm using supermarket data as values. So here supermarket has more data items to be used. For example, candy, fruits, vegetables, masala items, noodles, etc. But some of these items are to be used and processed. So candy, fruits and vegetables, these are the data uses to be processed and again classify the records. These records are correct and verified to be based on the user's cost, product and the sales. So again the finally results are stored into the database. These are the data are to be viewed on the users. Okay, this is our coding part for the trust but verifying result correctness of outsourced frequent item set mining in a data mining as a service paradigm. This is the home page. When I click it's go for next page. The next thing is file chooser using choosing particular records. This is our records. So file chooser using I'm choosing the records as the choosing some database. This is our database records. Okay, the database records is market data. This is our database. So file chooser using I'm choosing particular files. So again I load the data. So let's go for next. So the next one is the pre-process. So here the any dataset fields will be a null values to be checking. It's the called pre-process. Okay, the next one is show for the frequent item set mining results. So here I'm choosing supermarket data as to be displayed the fruits, biscuits, stationery, candy, vegetables, etc. Okay. So the next one is again file chooser using choosing particular records in the database or the files. So again I'm choosing the folder name as candy. So the candy records are to be displayed in the database. Okay, next we come to the cluster. The clustering with choosing particular record. So again these are the frequent items at mining records. So I'm always choosing fruits, biscuits, vegetable, candy. So suppose for example the stationery details. So the records will be displayed on the clustering data. So again now I choose the candy. So the candy details are stored into the database. Again finally view data. This the data will be viewed, and this is the reduced data. The data will be reduced into the processing. So next this is the load page. So again the fruit results are stored into the table, and the next one is the vegetable, and the again candy. So these three items to be comparing on the data will be processed. So these three priorities as the fruits, vegetables and the candy to be compared with verification is processed. So select the candy. So the candy is low, the cost will be displayed into the page. So again the view results are stored, the valid with the candy details are correct. It's next go for next page. Next with candy. So the candy with the candy details are stored, the fruits details are stored, and the again vegetable results are stored into the database. So next come to the viewport. This is the extracting for taking some particular records to be displayed. Again we will go for graph. Okay, next this is the graph for the trustable verify. Here we will discussing the fruits, vegetables and the candy for the frequent item sets. Now we will the levels of product items to be increased for the trust but verify product. Okay, here we will using different item sets for the mining to the fruits, vegetables, candy, muscle items, noodles, etc. So these are the items to be levels will be displayed in this graph. Okay, thanks for listening.